If you've ever wondered why two properties sitting on the same street charging almost identical prices can have completely different results, then today's episode is for you. One property struggles to fill its calendar, the other enjoys repeat guests, glowing 5-star reviews, and waiting lists during peak season. Here's the interesting part. It usually isn't because one property has a better kitchen or a bigger television or more expensive furniture. It's because one owner understands something many hosts overlook. People don't remember a holiday because the towels were folded into a swan. They remember how your property made them feel. That feeling starts long before check-in and often lasts long after they're gone home. Today we're going to explore exactly how independent vacation rental owners can create a remarkable guest experience that people genuinely remember. Not experience that costs thousands of dollars, not the experience that requires a luxury property, and not the experience that leave you exhausted. Instead, we'll look at practical ideas that work whether you manage one holiday cottage, a beach apartment, a mountain cabin, or 20 properties. And by the end of today's episode, you'll also have a framework that you can use to audit your own guest experience from start to finish. Because memorable hospitality isn't created by accident. It's created on purpose. Welcome back to Vacation Rental Resolutions, where independent vacation rental owners stop surviving the business and start building rentals that guests love, systems that work, and a profitable rental business. Hi, I'm Gerry MacPherson, and I've spent more than 30 years in hospitality, worked with vacation rental owners around the world, and each week we talk about the real side of running a vacation rental. We don't teach people how to run accommodation. We teach them how to build a hospitality business that supports the life they want to live. If you haven't done so yet, sign up, and if it is applicable, ring that bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Every stay tells a story. Now let's start with something simple. Imagine you booked 2 weekend breaks. The first property is beautiful. The photographs look fantastic. The location is perfect. When you arrive, you spend 20 minutes trying to find the key safe. The host doesn't answer the phone. Eventually, you get inside. The Wi-Fi password is hidden somewhere in a drawer. The heating takes an hour to work. The instructions for the coffee machine are missing. Nothing disastrous happened, but nothing felt easy. Now imagine the second property. 2 days before arrival, you receive a friendly message. It includes directions, parking advice, local weather, restaurant recommendations, and a short welcome video. When you arrive, the lights are on, soft music is playing, the temperature is comfortable, there's a handwritten welcome card, fresh milk awaits in the fridge, the Wi-Fi details are clearly displayed. You settle in within minutes. Which property do you think earns the better review? The difference isn't money, it's attention. Great hosts remove stress before guests even realize they had it. Hospitality isn't about perfection. And this is one of the biggest myths in this industry, that 5-star reviews require perfect properties. They don't. Guests rarely expect perfection. They expect honesty. They expect cleanliness. They expect communication. And most of all, they expect someone who cares. I've inspected thousands of accommodation providers over my career. Luxury resorts, independent hotels, boutique lodges, holiday cottages, vacation rentals across several continents. And here is what I've learned. Guests forgive honest mistakes. They rarely forgive feeling ignored. Think about your own holidays. You probably don't remember every room. You probably remember the receptionist who solved a problem, the owner who recommended the perfect local restaurant, the welcome basket after a delayed flight. Those moments become stories, and stories become reviews, and those reviews become bookings. The guest journey begins before they book. And this is something many owners miss. Your guest experience doesn't begin at check-in. It begins when someone first discovers your property. Maybe they find you on Airbnb, Booking.com, Verbal, Google, or perhaps through your, hopefully, own website. At that moment, they're asking silent questions. Can I trust this host? Will this property look like the photos? Will communication be easy? Will this holiday be worth the money? Everything they see helps answer those questions. Your photographs, your description, your reviews, how quickly you reply. Every interaction either builds confidence or creates doubt. That's why hospitality starts with marketing. Marketing creates expectations. Guest experience fulfills them. When those two work together, great reviews naturally follow. There are 3 moments that guests never forget. And over the years, I've noticed this, that guests tend to remember 3 specific moments before anything else. First, the arrival. After hours traveling, guests want relief, not confusion, definitely not frustration, not another problem to solve. Second, a surprise. It doesn't have to be expensive. Fresh flowers, local biscuits, a handwritten welcome note, a list of local hidden attractions. Small gestures create emotional memories. Third, the farewell. Many hosts disappear after checkout. The best hosts don't. They thank the guests sincerely. They ask for feedback. They invite them back. That final interaction often determines whether someone leaves a review or becomes a repeat guest. Remarkable stays are built from memorable moments, not expensive upgrades, not complicated technology, simple, thoughtful hospitality. And that is something every vacation rental owner can deliver. So there are pillars of remarkable guest experience. If I could only give you one framework from today's episode, this would be it. Every remarkable guest experience rests on pillars. Think of them as legs on a table. Remove one and everything becomes unstable. And you've created a stay that guests will remember for years. Now let's walk through them. Pillar 1, confidence. Guests want confidence before they book. Remember, they're often spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars on a property they've never seen in person. That's a leap of faith. Your job is to make that leap feel safe. Confidence comes from clear photographs. It comes from honest descriptions. It comes from recent reviews. And it comes from answering inquiries quickly. And it comes from consistency. If your listing promises a peaceful countryside escape, every part of the experience should reinforce that promise. Don't oversell. Instead, overdeliver. Guests rarely complain because the property wasn't exactly as described. They complain when the reality falls short of expectations. That's why honesty is one of the most powerful marketing tools you will ever use. Pillar 2, simplicity. Nobody books a holiday hoping to solve a puzzle, yet many hosts unintentionally create unnecessary friction. Think about every step of your guest journey. Was your parking information easy to understand? Could they find the property without driving around for 20 minutes? Were check-in instructions crystal clear? Could they connect the Wi-Fi without searching through cupboards? Do they know how to work the heating? Every unnecessary question creates stress. Every clear instruction creates confidence. I want to share with you a simple exercise. I want you to walk through your property as if you've never seen it before. Leave your phone in your pocket. Don't rely on memory. Can you unlock the door easily? Can you find the light switches? Can you work the television? Can you make a cup of tea or coffee? Can you find extra blankets? You'll probably discover small frustrations that you've stopped noticing. Your guests won't. Pillar 3, lasting memories. Finally, ask yourself one question. What will guests remember 6 months after they left? It probably won't be your microwave, or your wardrobe, or your toaster. They'll remember how your property made them feel. They'll remember sitting on the deck watching the sunset. They'll remember your recommendation for a hidden cafe by the harbor. They'll remember the homemade biscuit waiting on arrival, or the local walking guides you created yourself. Those memories become stories, and stories will become recommendations. And recommendations become your future bookings. That's the cycle every vacation rental business wants to create. Now, before you buy anything for your property, ask yourself one question. Will someone mention this in a review? A new television? Maybe. A welcome basket featuring local products? Probably. A guide to the owner's favorite restaurants? Very likely. An emergency phone charger after someone forgot theirs? Almost certainly. Spend your money where it creates stories, because stories become reviews, and reviews build trust. Trust becomes your future bookings. That's one of the smartest investments you'll ever make. So your real goal shouldn't be 5 stars. Now you might be thinking today's episode is about earning 5-star reviews. It hasn't. 5-star reviews are the result. They're not the goal. The real goal is creating an experience guests can't wait to tell other people about. Think about how often you've recommended a restaurant because the owner remembered your name, or the cafe because the staff made you laugh, or a hotel because someone went above and beyond. Those recommendations weren't driven by buildings. They were driven by people. Your vacation rental has exactly the same opportunity. Every guest leaves with a story. Your job is to help make it a good one. So if today's episode has inspired you to improve your guest's experience, I've created something that will help. It's called the 7-Day Vacation Rental Jumpstart. It's a practical guide packed with simple actions that you can implement immediately. You'll find exercises, checklists, planning tools, and proven ideas to help you create 5-star guest experiences without burning yourself out. Don't just listen to today's episode. Put it into action. Download your free copy and start improving one area of your business each day. Small improvements really do create remarkable results. If you're already moved beyond individual tips and built systems that consistently increase bookings while reducing stress, I'd love to invite you to my free webinar. It's called From Chaos to Control: 3 Fixes Every Vacation Rental Owner Needs to Boost Bookings and Cut Stress. During the webinar, we'll explore the 3 systems that successful vacation rental owners rely on every day. We'll cover guest experience, operations, marketing, and the practical habits that help independent owners compete with much larger businesses. Because remarkable hospitality shouldn't depend on working longer hours. It should come from working smarter. Guests rarely remember everything you did. They always remember how you made them feel. And that's true whether you own 1 holiday cottage or 100 luxury villas. Hospitality is about people. It's about removing stress, creating comfort, building trust, and adding moments that make people smile. When you focus on those things, something remarkable happens. Your reviews improve, your repeat bookings increase, your referrals grow, your confidence rises, and your business becomes easier to run because guests begin marketing it for you. One memorable stay becomes another booking. One delighted guest becomes another recommendation. One thoughtful moment becomes another 5-star review. This isn't luck. It's remarkable hospitality. And it's something every independent vacation rental owner can achieve. If this episode helped you take one step closer to a calmer, smarter vacation rental business, subscribe and share it with another owner. And if you'd like to support what we do, feel free to buy us a coffee. It helps keep the lights on and the ideas flowing. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need the right next step. Thanks for listening, and I will see you next time on Vacation Rental Resolutions.